Hello everybody, thank you for joining me. I am just making my way back to the yard. Just left my first delivery of the week. I've only got about a 5-minute drive to get back to the yard. And then it's drop and swap trailers, get another container, and I'm off to Wales. Do need to get something to eat on the way up there because I am a little bit peckish, but that's pretty standard for me. And I also need to get some fuel as well because I'm down to a quarter of a tank. Made it to Lee Delamere and pulled onto the pumps and went to get my fuel card from the slot that it's normally in. It's not there. I thought, maybe I've left it in my wallet. So I got my wallet, checked for all of that. It's not in there either. I've hunted everywhere in this truck, underneath things, pulled things out. I found things that I'd lost a while ago, or thought I'd lost a while ago. Things I forgot I had. And I've still not found my fuel card. So, called the office, told them I've lost the fuel card. Now I've got to hope that they can arrange for me to pick up a temporary fuel card from the Welsh office if they've got one spare. If not, then seems like someone else's problem now. I've done my bit, I've reported it. Not sure exactly what's going on up here. We've got lanes 2 and 3 closed, and yeah, vehicles still in it, but it's right by the M32 junction on the M4. So of course you've got all the traffic coming up from the M32 as well, which is then what, a mile away from the M5 junction. So yeah, causing a little bit of hassle. Not good for my fuel consumption, this, because yeah, stop start with a nice heavy container, I'm going to be using a lot of fuel. Solved the fuel issue. I've been to our yard in Wales and stole some of their fuel. So just enough to get me back to the yard, and then I can get a fuel card from our office and then go fuel up as and when I need to. Don't know what's happened to mine, but you can pretty much guarantee when I do get a new one given to me, I'll find the old one. It's just the way it's going to be. Traffic on the M4 was because 3 lanes were closed. We're having to go up the slip road for the M5 and then cut back onto the M4, all because icicles were hanging from the bridge. Yeah, something as simple as that, something easy to fix, causing miles and miles and tailbacks in both directions. I just hope by the time I've done this delivery, had a break and made my way to the M32 junction on the M4, that yeah, the traffic is cleared, but I very much doubt it. Well, the weathermen were reporting that there was going to be snow, and there wasn't any in Andover this morning when I left, but when I got onto the M42 from the M40, there was a little bit of it, and now there appears to be quite a lot of it. But yeah, thankfully though, at the moment it's not causing any issues. I think that's going to be later when I'm coming back down to the yard to swap over trailers again. But yeah, just leaving Stafford services. Got about half an hour to go to the delivery site in Crewe. Going to be there about 10 to 9 for a 9 o'clock booking. So yeah, it's kind of worked out quite well, to be honest. Once I've done the delivery in Crewe, I say straight back to the yard and then turn around with a trailer and start heading back north. I've got to be in Stockport. I think that's where she said I was going, Stockport, for 8 AM tomorrow morning. So back up this way tomorrow, I guess. Looking at the weather out there, you wouldn't have thought I was in snow this morning, would you? But here we are now. It's not exactly warm out there though, it's 5.5 degrees. I've not long been on the A34 and I'm now making my way to the yard so I can hand in paperwork, pick up some paperwork for my delivery for tomorrow. I do need to go down to the docks though to get my container, but according to some of the other drivers I've spoken to, it's a little bit busy down at the docks, so I could be down there for a while, which might mess me up for tomorrow's delivery, because it's supposed to be in Stockport for 8 AM, and yeah, I don't think I'm going to make it for 8 AM, especially if I spend a lot of time down at the docks. So we'll just have to see how it is down there when I get down there. Roughly 4 o'clock by the time I've been to the yard. Got a bit of a problem. Got back to the yard, got my paperwork, spoke to the planner, and she said, first booking slot I can get you is 7 till 8 o'clock tonight. But I started at just before 5 o'clock, so technically I run out of working time at just before 8 o'clock tonight on a 15-hour day. So yeah, I can't go and get that container. So what I got to do is go down to Rownham's, and I'm going to park up for the night. So by the time I get down there, it's going to be just about 4 o'clock, and then I've got a slot for the morning between 2 and 3. So that means I've got to be up about 1:30. But that's not the problem. Well, it is part of the problem. The other part of the problem is the A34 northbound is closed overnight until 5 o'clock in the morning, and I've got to go all the way up the A34. So I've got to follow the diversion, which I did the other week, and yeah, it's not down some fun roads. So yeah, tomorrow morning is going to be interesting. So yeah, got up this morning 1:30, left the services at 1:45, and the M271 was closed, so I've had to go all the way down to the next junction and yeah, follow the diversion sign. So got into the docks about 2:10, and there's a big queue to get in through pre-gate. Now I've had to go round to the empty park. None of the side loaders working, so yeah, was in there for what seemed like an eternity. Then I've come out of empty park 1 and come round to transfer area 3 and got caught at the level crossing. Then as I'm coming into area 3, I've got caught by the security check, and now I'm in a queue. Yeah. I have never seen the docks this busy at this time in the morning. It's now 3 o'clock. I've been here for 50 minutes in the docks. I thought I'd be well on my way now, but no, I'm sat here and it doesn't look like I'm going to be in and out of here very quick. So yeah, I don't think I'm making the delivery for 8 o'clock this morning, considering, let's have a quick look when the sat nav eventually loads up. Yeah, I think it's 4.5 hours driving from here. What's it saying? 4 hours 40, so I've got to have a break as well, and my ETA is now 20 to 8. Just under 3 hours at that delivery site. Yeah, got there for my 8 o'clock booking at 10 o'clock this morning. So yeah, they were all right about it. Doesn't really matter to them, but it was a load of boxes on there. Don't know exactly how many, but it looked like a lot. So yeah, 3 hours to unload them. I'm surprised they did it in that time, to be honest, based on the size of the boxes. Now I've got to make my way back to the yard, but the trouble is 4 hours and 10 minutes back to the yard. I got enough drive time to make it, I think, but I started at 2 o'clock this morning, or just before 2 o'clock this morning, and my ETA back to the yard is 5 o'clock. So I will run out of time before I make it. I'm only going to be a few minutes off being able to make it back, but still, hopefully I make up some time, and if I do hit any traffic, then I'm not making it back. Got down as far as Newbury last night, spent the night there, only had about 10 minutes of working time left, so yeah, didn't really need the secure parking, but as I say, 10 minutes driving, I was only going to get another lay-by down the road, so yeah, did that instead. Had a slot this morning for between 5 and 6 in the docks. Got down there at 5 o'clock and left there at just before 8 o'clock, so I was nearly 3 hours in the docks this morning. Nearly back at the yard, because I've got to go back to the yard to get paperwork, and I need some screen wash, add blue, all of that sort of stuff, so I'm going to do that before I go up to Crewe. But it's going to be another boring drive up to Crewe, so I'm going to end the video here. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe, all of those good things, and I'll catch you in the next one.